Hey there, it's Kathy, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in North Carolina, and welcome to my channel. I hope that everyone's having a great day. And just to clear a few little things here, if you're new to my channel and you have not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. That helps me to grow my channel, and it's just a very good way for you to stay up to date with any videos that I put up and any announcements that I have to make. So today's going to be kind of one of those videos. We're not going to be creating so much, as this is going to be a informational type video. I had told you in my last video that I wanted to go over some things in the catalog that maybe some of you don't know, because these were some things when I found them out I did not know. So I thought it would be very helpful. But before we start, I want to remind you that our September host code, this runs through the 30th, is right here. It will also be in the description, and it will be on my my blog. So the link to my blog will also be there. And what's so great about the blog, you can go over, you can look at all the projects, you can click on the picture of the card, you can actually play the video from there. You can also look and see below the card all the products that was used. So if you're interested in buying, then all you have to do is go to that tab at the top, the one all the way over to the right that says Shop My Stampin' Up! Website. Click there, and that takes you directly to my page. And then you can go ahead and load your card up. And a reminder, if you place an order of $50 or more before shipping and handling, use this code and you will get a free gift that will be mailed out the first week in October. It's always the first week after the month ending. So, okay, I think we took care of all of that. On a personal note, I have one more announcement to make. I have been waiting for this phone call for probably 3 weeks. I kind of hinted around about that I had some news coming. Some of you know that back in January I had to have all of my teeth removed, and I went into dentures, but due to my bone loss, I was never able to wear them. No matter how much adhesive I used, no matter what the dentist did for adjustments, they would not fit. And I was told early on that due to my bone loss that I would not get a fit with dentures. So I was a candidate for dental implants, which, if anybody knows anything about dental implants, those bad boys are expensive, and I'll just stop at that. But at any rate, after much prayer, God opened a door that I never saw coming. And I was able to get the funding, and it came about within my own 4 walls. It was a total amazing miracle from God. So, and I won't go into all of the things, but I just want to tell you that God is good, and God blesses us in ways that we can never comprehend. But at any rate, I started doing some searching and investigating and pricing. And do you know how hard it is to price something that's going in your body? It is nearly impossible. But I did a lot of praying, and I feel very confident in the route that God led me, because it came full circle. And I think that's always an indication that God is in the middle. When you start at one point and you're taken all the way back to that point, full circle, that's a God thing. So I do feel very blessed. My surgery date has been confirmed as of this morning, and I will be going in for surgery on September the 30th. Now, September 30th has a very significant meaning for me, because both of my girls were born on September 30th. One in 1974 and one in 1983. Yes, 9 years apart. So that date is very significant to me. So good things happened to me on September 30th. Both of my daughters. And now I am going to get a restored, not just smile, but a restored way that I can eat for my health. I cannot begin to tell you how hard life has been on me. I don't want to go out of the house. My refuge has been my YouTube channel and all of you lovely people, and some of you know my story because we've talked. And the ones that don't, I'm telling you all this to tell you that God is good. So be in prayer for me. I know that God's got this because He's orchestrated this entire thing, and it is nothing short of a miracle. So be in prayer for me that I have a very speedy, quick, uncomplicated surgery and recovery. Okay, so now let's move on to our little tidbit that I want to share with you. I think I'm going to start with our holiday catalog because this catalog will go away on January, I think the 1st or the 4th, something like that, the 1st of January. But what I want to do is I want to take you over, and let me go over to where the stamp sets start. And I love what they did with this catalog. Let me get out of the suites and get into where, here we go. When you are looking at a picture like this, your pictures that show your images in this kind of tan beigey color, this is showing you that this coordinates with the punch. I did not know that our catalog was color-coded. Now, if you see them in this blue grayish color, that means we have dies for those. Isn't that wonderful? I think that's so neat the way they color-coded it. Now, if you notice, this is a punch, and it punches this, 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 and this. These other bows and sentiments do not punch. The same thing with this. You get the dies that do the two doves, the ornament, the little bough or the leaves, the branch. Everything else doesn't cut. And here is the dies. It shows them here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dies. And what's so great about your dies, a lot of times you get more dies than what is shown here. It just shows here the stamps that the dies cut. But then when you come over and look at your dies, it shows you all the different pieces that they cut. The other thing that I thought was amazing, you know how everything color coordinates with Stampin' Up? Well, in this catalog, not only does it show you your beautiful papers, it tells you here your solid papers that coordinate with this. Real Red, Old Olive, Garden Green, Bumblebee, and Soft Suede. So you can look at this and say, do I have these colors? I need to get some of these colors. I really want that Real Red to go with this, and I would love to have that Garden Green because it really picks up the green in these. Or maybe you're more of an Old Olive, or you love the gold in Bumblebee. So I think it's so great that it shows us here markers, solid cardstock, ink pads that will pair perfect with this Poinsettia Place suite. And then again, there is your there's your stamp set, Poinsettia Petals. Now this one you can buy in a suite. The suite includes the paper, the specialty paper, the stamp set plus the dies, the little beaded pearls, and the Real Red sheer ribbon. This is a fantastic bundle. Now this is $94, but you are saving money because if you bought all of these items separately, you would be paying a lot more than that. So, and it's very easy. You can add up what these cost because this is $11.50. This shows it as a bundle, but if you look at the price individually, it's $36, $27, $8, $7, $11, $11.50. So you are definitely saving money if you bundle, sorry, I'm using the wrong term. Bundle would be just the stamps and the dies. The suite includes the stamp, the dies, the regular paper, the specialty paper, the embellishments, and the ribbon. Wonderful, wonderful. Now here's another one that shows you the dies. This is your stamp set, but it has coordinating dies that stamps out the stars, Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus, the stable, the donkey, and the sheep. And then you've got these beautiful sentiments. I love this, and I do have this, and I plan on doing something with it very soon. Again, this one, as soon as you see the color of the beige, you can call that tan, beige. It looks beige to me, so I'm going beige. And I think it's so neat that it shows that will punch with the punch. Now that's the only thing the punch punches, is these 3 items. And it does come with 2 punches, one for this and one for these. And again, this is another bundle. It's called Christmas Gleaming Variety Bundle. So pretty, so gorgeous. I love this paper. Beautiful. Again, here we go. This is the Fireside Trimmings, and there it shows all of these pieces cut out with that die set. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Here's your dies, and these are your stamps. So I thought this was just something that was very, very interesting to see. Again, here's another one, and it shows the color of inks and coordinating products, I think we can call that, because the Poppy Parade, Old Olive, Pool Party, Misty Moonlight, and Early Espresso all coordinates with this. And when you see these colors, not only are they Stampin' Blend, Stampin' Write, colored pencils, ink pads, cardstock, it all coordinates with this paper, this designer series paper. And another thing, anytime you see in the descriptions on DSP, that is designer series paper. Now everybody knows that, so I like to clarify. Again, here's another punch, and it punches the little moose. And this is the Merry Moose bundle, and he is so stinking cute. It is just totally amazing how Stampin' Up! Thinks of everything when they do a bundle and a suite like this, and I think it's wonderful. Look at this. Here's your dies. Here's your stamps. Now this one, they kept everything in the red, and if you notice there was one over here they kept in the red. Let me get back over to it. I think it was this. No, they did this one in the green, but it shows the dies that this will cut. And look at all these beautiful dies that will cut. So if it shows an outline around it, then that's definitely a die. You have a die here that will cut all these pieces and then some. Just a beautiful catalog. I fell in love with this catalog the minute I got it in my hand. So you can always look in here. This suite right here, oh my goodness. The Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And look at those snowflakes. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So if you have not had a chance to look through this catalog and make your wish list, you've got some fall stuff coming here in the back. There's also some Halloween. Y'all see me use this and this die set. Beautiful. I'm going to be using, let's see, there's some Halloween stuff if you're into Halloween. Halloween's something I kind of steer away from. I'm not into the ghouly goblin type things, so I don't do that. But I do love this plaid tiding suite. This is gorgeous, and this die set that comes with this does have a few little like happy haunting sentiments on that stamp set. So if you're not really into Halloween, but maybe you want to make a Halloween card for a grandchild or something, this would have plenty in it that you would need. I am just so in love with everything. Oh, the other thing too, if you ever notice that they have two larger images that are the same as what they've got in the bottom, what they did to save space, these are actual size. So when you get your stamp set, this is the size that these stamps will be. They are scaled down, and it says here, artwork shown at 50%. But above this line is full size. So these are much bigger than what they look. They're twice the size of what they are showing here. So it's always good to read your catalog. So much inspiration in this catalog. I love it. I think it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous catalog. So much to choose from. I think there's something in here for everybody. I mean everybody. Look at, I love this Freezing Fun stamp set and the coordinating dies. See, that again is sort of that gray color. So all of this cuts out with these dies. And again, you can bundle this, Freezing Fun bundle, $46.75, and you get all of those dies. Look at the little slope that you get. So you can actually build some snowbanks with that. And then you've got all your little critters that are skiing, sledding, or belly sliding. That little otter on that piece of ice, oh my goodness, I love it. So, as you can see, and then it's got all this inspiration in the back. You can get so many ideas from this catalog. And it's the same with our annual catalog. So let me move this one over, and I'm going to pull this over. And yes, my catalog will look a little different than yours because I tabbed mine, and I also took it to Office Depot and had them to cut it and bind it for me. And the reason I did that, and I put a vinyl sheet on it to protect it, because I use this catalog the entire year, and I'm constantly thumbing through it. I've got a lot of stuff highlighted in here, so it does make it much easier for me to have this on a spiral because I am constantly flipping through it, and this worked out great for me. Here's my project kits, and I want to thank Connie Stewart for the file for these. Beautiful, beautiful file that she made. Here are your flowers for every season. So these are a lot of all occasion stamp sets. Again, it's color coordinated the same way. This is a punch. These are dies. So you can look at a glance and say, dies. Isn't that gorgeous? To a Wild Rose. That is one gorgeous, gorgeous stamp set. This right here, A Wish for Everything. You will use this stamp set over and over and over because you have all of these sentiments. Wishes, wishing you a, anniversary, fathers, mothers, lucky you, sending you, Thanksgiving, Valentine's, St. Patrick's, Hanukkah, have a happy birthday, Halloween, holidays, Easter, Merry Christmas, New Year's for you day. And then you've got these other sentiments, and you've got this nice and, a to and from, which is great for your tags. You will use this stamp set over and over and over. And these are 38 cling stamps. I love cling stamps, especially for sentiments. This is on my wish list, a wish for everything. So that's going to be something that I will be getting very soon. Again, butterfly wishes. That butterfly duo punch that I showed y'all yesterday in the card that I did, it will coordinate with this butterfly wishes as much as it will the other one. Another great stamp set. If you are into nature and building scenes, you've got mountains, you've got water, you've got trees, you've got sky, you've got clouds and sun and moons, and it's endless. But again, you'll find the same thing with these. These are punches, punches, punches. So whenever you see those, you know that they go with a punch. Now if you don't see anything, it tells you that this coordinates with the lovely label Pick-a-Punch. Now it doesn't punch out per se these, because that punch looks like this. So when it says that it coordinates with, it doesn't always mean that it punches the image out. So you might want to look before you buy and make sure that you are getting exactly what you want. This punch is so cute. I gotta get that one. That one I have not got yet. So I do have one of the ones that, no, maybe I do have that one. Yeah, I do have that one. It's the other one I don't have, I think. Anyway, here's another one that has dies, the Dress to Impress. I'm just going to go ahead and flip through this and see if anything else pops out at me. Now, our small die cut machine has not been released yet. We're hoping that it will launch before Christmas. So hang in there if you're waiting for that little die machine. But in the meantime, think about investing in, if you do not have a die cut machine, if you are one of those people that wants a new die cut machine, I highly recommend this, the Stampin' Up. Not just because I sell it, but look at it. It is compact. It opens up. Let's take it off of my catalog because I don't want to mess up my catalog. I love the space that opens. Look how that opens up, and you've got all of this flat space to work with. The other feature that I love, as soon as your plates hit those rollers, they automatically roll in. You don't have to sit there and push and try to use your body against it. I've done that with other die machines. You will not do that with this. And I love the way it folds up. It's going to make a click. It makes a click, but it is gorgeous. Look at that. You've got these nice non-stop feet on the bottom that keeps it from sliding. I'm going to set it back over here on my little designated place that I have for it. So like I said, if you need a die cut machine, let's go over and look at that die. And that is going to be, oh, let me show you one other page. Your color page. This is on page 142 and 143. I want you to know that your color page has your 8.5 by 11 cardstock, your ink pads, your ink refills, and your Stampin' blends. So this page covers everything. And then your basic collections right here in the middle of this page, that is your basic black, your very vanilla, your Whisper White, and then over here is for your markers. This is just for your Stampin' blends, and that is your bronze and your ivory and your color lifter. So you can also get your Stampin' blends in black. Some people, I don't think, realize that, but here's what your blacks look like. And they do come in a light and a dark, and yes, they look blue, but they are not blue. They are definitely black. I love that because we need black. Sometimes we need to outline something with black. So this page right here is so important. You can see I have used this page and I refer back to it over and over. I love the fact that they put your assortment packs here, and you have to look closely because if you want your 2020 through 2022 8.5 by 11, they have a number for it. And also these are your in colors, and your 2019 through 2021 right there. But then down here you've got your brights, your regals, your neutral, and your supples, and your in colors for your 12 by 12, and they're all right here. So these are 6 by 6, and these all coordinate with your other cardstocks. They are pattern paper, but they're very supple pattern papers, which means they're almost like a solid with just a little bit of design in them. You have all of your little tools and storage containers and things here where you can store. These are essentials. your embossing powders, your heat gun, your Versamark ink, your Versamark refill, stencils. I don't even think that people notice that we have stencils. We have paste, embossing paste. So there's so many products. We have the little shimmer paint, your StazOn, your Memento ink, all of that, your brayer, your spongers, your ink daubers, they're all right here. And then you also have your, this is your basic black Stampin' Right marker. And you also have your classic Stampin' spots. These are the little small stamp blocks. I'm trying to think, where do I have one of mine stored at? And I can't put my hand on one right this minute. You can also buy blank ones. You can buy blank Stampin' spots, and you can ink them yourself. And you get a pack of 5 of those for $9, and they are uninked. But what you do is you buy your ink and you ink them up. So that works out, and I think this one is Seaside Spray. I got that for a project that I want to work on. Designer Series paper, you open this page and just look at the beauty. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You need to be mindful to look and see what size it is, because not every one of these are 12 by 12 and not every one of them is a 6 by 6. The packs are mixed, so make sure you look and see what you're getting. Trimmer. This trimmer is on page 151. If you do not have a trimmer, or if you are in the market for a new trimmer, or a scoreboard, this does it all. It scores, it cuts, it has a 17-inch extendable arm. I cannot sing the praises of that enough. The scoreboard, I have not invested in the scoreboard yet because I have a scoreboard. This trimmer hangs on a pegboard. I have mine hanging on a command hook right here beside me, which makes it so easy whenever I need it. I want you to look at the size of this. But look when you put this arm out. Look how far that goes. That gives you the opportunity to cut a huge piece of paper. But when you're not, you can cut all the way to 6 inches without opening it up. I am in love with this trimmer. It does everything I need, and I love the fact that the housing mechanisms, they house down below or above your cut surface. So you can put paper in it. These are never in your way. You just move one up and one down, and then you use the one that you want. I like to keep my cut blade to the bottom because I have a tendency, and I think you probably noticed that if you've watched me, I make sure my paper is butted all the way up to here, and then I like to cut up. I like to hold my paper and cut up because that way I'm pushing it up against this lip right here. And this is a nice lip. I would say it's probably 1/8 of an inch. You really can't see that on the video, but this is about 1/8 of an inch lip, so you don't have to worry about your paper slipping. Again, wonderful, wonderful tool. I love it. Scores beautifully, cuts wonderful, replacement blades are very affordable. It's wonderful. You have some more specialty items, so all your specialty paper and stuff is here. I want to get over to my did I pass it? Maybe I did. These blocks, everybody needs these blocks. They are wonderful. I can't sing the praises of these blocks enough. The Stampin' Mist that y'all see me use all the time, and that Stampin' Scrub, everybody needs these in their craft room. All of your adhesives and everything is right here. Let me go back and see if I missed. Let's see, did I miss the die? Yep. Oh, here we go. That's the page I want. This is your large machine and this is your small one. Now, my opinion, if you can only afford one machine, Yes, this one is much more expensive than this one. This one is going to be $60 and this one's going to be $120. But I would suggest buying the big one over the small one, because you're limited with this one of what die size you can cut. So if you have a larger die, like this one for example, that will not cut in this machine. You will have to have this machine. But your small dies that say, like these, say that they work in the mini, they'll work in this one too. It doesn't matter. Small dies, big dies, they all work in the big one, but only small dies will work in that one. So I didn't want anyone to think, well, I'll buy the small machine because it's cheaper, and then when you get it home and you start to use it, you're like, well, dang, I can't do certain dies in that one, so now I'm going to have to go out and buy the big one. So if you just go ahead and get the big one from the get-go, you won't run into that problem. But if you're one of those that loves little mini items and you already have a larger one, then definitely go for the small one. Once you try that small one, you're gonna want it. The magnetic plate is now available. It is a self-healing magnetic plate. I have it right here. I have used it. As you can see, you cut into this. This is your magnet. And I love this plate. I love it because it's flexible, so you can actually keep this nice and flat. You can, after you use it, you can bend it back in place. You can put something heavy on it. You can stack it with between some encyclopedias that we don't use anymore because we have the internet. Oh goodness, who remembers the World Book and Encyclopedia Britannica? Oh my goodness. Yes, my kids sat at the kitchen table with their encyclopedias doing papers. Now you just click on the internet and print out what you need and copy paste. So life has become very technological. Now this is going to show you your die bundle. So if you wanted a die, you can come back here and see what stamp set it bundles with and save 10%. But as you can see, in the back of your catalog you have an index. Now the first one says stamp sets, so all of your stamp sets are alphabetized here with the page number telling you if it's a cling stamp or a photopolymer, and what if it's available in French. I don't care about French because I speak English. And sometimes I've been told I don't speak English very well. People tease me the way I talk, but I can't help it. I'm Southern. And you know, Southerners have a tendency of saying certain words a little different than other people. These are all your accessories. So you have a index for your accessories. Adhesive, albums, blender pens, bone folder, everything else is here. So I think I took y'all through a pretty in-depth walk through our catalogs, and I hope that this information will be helpful. And go over and check out the new website if you haven't already. It's so easy to use. And I'm going to put my blog information here so you can just go click on my blog. Bookmark that page so you can find me really easy. So anytime you want to shop with me, you can go directly to my blog, go up to the menu bar at the top where it has home, blog, get to know me, contact, and the last tab says shop my Stampin' Up website, and you can click there. It takes you directly in. So God bless you all. Thank you so much for tuning in today with me. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so, and don't forget to leave me a comment. The comments really help my status with YouTube. So I want to build my channel, and I do have 2 channels now. I kept the old Random Acts of Crafting, and now we have this one, Kathy's Random Acts of Stamping, because I want to eventually, I'm phasing out my store, Random Acts of Crafting. I had some problems with product and it wasn't worth it, and that's when I decided that I want to go full-time, head-on Stampin' Up. And I love it. I love the products. I cannot sing their praises enough. And I was the one that was so skeptical. And I was basically, I will tell you what I used to call myself. I was a Stampin' Up snob. I didn't want anything to do with Stampin' Up. Thought it was too expensive. I thought it was overrated. and oh my goodness, did Stampin' Up! Prove me wrong. Wonderful products, very high quality. I have not received anything that I have been disappointed with, and they stand behind their product 100%. So you don't get that with a lot of these other companies, and Stampin' Up! Does as much as humanly possible USA made, manufactured and distributed. So I say support the United States and buy Stampin' Up! I love you guys so much. Thank you again for tuning in, and until we craft again, which will be very soon, because sneak peek, I have this stamp set posted for you. It has a postage stamp die cut that fits these beautifully. So I have some ideas of a card that I'm going to make, and I told one of my subscribers and a very dear friend that I was going to use this and show her how this, she was interested in the punch, and I wanted to show her the stamp set as well. So that will be coming up next. God bless and keep you, and as I always say in closing, let everything that you do and say bring glory to our Father in heaven. He is so worthy. See y'all later. Bye-bye.